We have 1 week to celebrate teachers. We have 1 week to celebrate those whose paycheck does not reflect the immense value and impact that they have on the lives of the students they teach. As a tribute, I want to tell you my story about a teacher, a special teacher, who transformed my life. See, when I was young, I struggled with reading. And I remember I was laughed at as a kid when I read, not only because I struggled with comprehension, but because of the way I pronounced certain words. Like the word "the," one of the most common words in the English language. I used to say "duh." So you can imagine how much they laughed. But at one point, I took a standardized test that showed I was a full year behind in reading. So I was put in special ed and assigned to work with Mrs. Nelson, the most senior of the special ed teachers. And at that point in my life, I felt like I needed to succeed in school and that I needed to do really well and make my mom proud. So I was ready to work hard and do whatever it took. But after a few weeks of working with Mrs. Nelson, I wasn't seeing the results I expected. See, we would test my reading speed. And at that time, I wasn't seeing much improvement. So I became frustrated. And I said to Mrs. Nelson that this isn't working for me. I think I should just go back to class. And Mrs. Nelson not only told me that the reading speed wasn't that important, and that what was more important was what I took away from what I read and how I understood what the author was saying. And the very most important thing that Mrs. Nelson said to me was that, "Andrew, you need to be patient with yourself. That was the best thing that you can do." And after that, I started to focus less on those day-to-day results and more on the work that she was asking me to do. And after 2 years of working with Mrs. Nelson, by the time I got to the 6th grade and we took another standardized test, it showed I was reading 3 years ahead. Mrs. Nelson helped me not only to unlock my ability to read, but also my ability to learn. See, when I went to the 7th grade and I was on my own, I started to get on the A honor roll. And things continued academically for me in a successful way. Not only did I graduate high school with many academic accolades, but I went on to college to pursue a biomedical engineering degree, which I did earn. And as my college faculty advisor told me, that was the hardest degree at the university because it had a 54% dropout rate. And so I just want to thank Mrs. Nelson and the teachers like her who not only believe in us, but they put that belief in us and they help us reach greater heights. And as I talk about Mrs. Nelson, there's 2 other teachers that I want to thank because they changed my view on life. The first is Mrs. Wells, my AP English teacher. Mrs. Wells introduced us to poetry, and it was then that I saw the power that words had and how words can speak to our souls. And then there's Mr. Kwan. Mr. Kwan was my chemistry teacher in high school, and Mr. Kwan saw something special in me. And he challenged me to challenge myself by taking on the hardest classes that our high school had to offer. And what I learned from that is that we grow with our challenges. So thank you to those teachers who help us to unlock our potential for success. And I want to thank you for watching this video. And if you have any comments you want to share, such as teachers who have changed your life, please share. I'd love to hear about it. And also share this video because as a teacher told me, these are the stories that they need to hear because this is why they do their jobs. Thank you. And remember to learn all that you can, believe in yourself, and take actions that allow you to grow.